Hi everybody, how are you? I'm Nikki and I'm going to show you Blackbird, the fingerstyle version, the famous Beatles song. And let me just show you the basic fingerstyle pattern. And for those of you who aren't used to the PIMA system, those are letters that we use for the picking hand, the right hand, or if you're left-handed, it'll be your left hand. It's the picking hand. P is the thumb, I is the index finger, M is the middle finger, and A is the ring finger. Pinky doesn't get a name. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your pinky at the 12th, your left pinky, your fretting pinky, at the 12th fret of the B string, and your index finger at the 10th fret of the A string. And you're going to take the P and M, and you're going to pick those simultaneously, the A string and B string. Then you're going to go with your I finger, hit the G string, and then your M finger to the B string. So then you're going to hit the A string with your thumb, and finally finish it off with your middle finger, your M finger, and then your I finger on the G string. So it's and sped up. And that picking pattern is going to go through a lot of the song. So once you have that down, then everything else will be easier, at least as far as the right hand goes. Now, to the chords. So I'm basically going to show you the verse and the bridge. And once you know that, then you'll be able to figure out there are some other extra little parts, little tag endings and stuff. And it's going to be with some of the chords that are already in the verse and bridge. So once you've learned how to play that, then it should be no problem to figure out those little, endings, little interludes. So, okay, the verse. So it's going to start with. Okay, now most of our playing is going to be on the A and B strings. And then you're going to have this pedal tone, or like a drone, the open G string, that you're always going to come back to. But for the beginning, this is the intro and also the first part of the verse. So let's say this is the verse. So you're going to go, your ring fingers on G, on 3rd fret on the bottom E string. You also hit the B string, and then you hit the G string with your index finger. Then you put your index finger on the B string's 1st fret, and you have the open A string, and you go, and then go to the 3rd fret of the B string with your ring finger and put your index finger on the 2nd fret, and you go. So all together it's. Then you take this shape, it's like a 1 fret's distance, like a diagonal, and move it to, sorry, no, it's actually, okay, now you're going to move it up to the 12th fret, and you're going to play that finger picking pattern that I just, showed you. You're going to go. So it's Blackbird sitting in the dead of night. Okay, then, after that, then you're going to do this, take these broken wings and learn to fly. That part, it's like a very classical guitar-inspired part. It's like almost like playing a Bach, Bach's Bourrée or something. And I think they were inspired by that when they wrote it. That's what I heard, at least. So what you're going to do is, again, you're going to, most of the action is going to be on the A and B strings. So you're going to have your ring finger on the 5th fret of the B string and your index finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. You're going to go. And then you're droning open G. Then you're going to go, for this chord, you're going to change. So your middle finger goes to the 4th fret of the A string, and your index finger goes to the 3rd fret of the E string. So then you do that same chord change, but on the 5th fret. So then, let's take these broken wings and learn to fly. Here, you're going to have your ring finger on the 8th fret of the B string, your index fingers on the 7th fret of the A string. And you're going to go, and and then move your index finger to the 6th fret. Then you're going to go 5th fret on A string, 7th fret on B. You're just going to go like this, and then back to 7 and 8. And then you're going to go to 3 and 5. And you're going to do the picking again. Then take your ring finger, move it down to the 4th fret. Then move this whole shape, so down 1 fret. So now your ring finger's at the 3rd fret of the B string, and your index finger's at the 2nd fret of the A string. And so it's okay. So. And then what you're going to do is let go of your index finger, so you're going to have an open A string, and your ring finger moves down to the 2nd fret, and you're going to go. And then place your middle finger down on the 2nd fret of the bottom E string. What we're going to do is we're going to do a D7 chord with F sharp in the bass. So you're going to have, it's like your D7, like this, but use your middle, ring, and pinky fingers. Or sorry, what am I saying? Use your index, ring, and pinky for the D7 chord, and then your middle finger does the F sharp. And you're going to go. Okay, and then go to the G. So it's, let's see. So that's, you know, the G chord. It's a ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then your B string is open. That's the verse. So then you repeat that in the other verses. And then the bridge, the Blackbird fly, that part, it's going to be a similar thing. A string and B string. You're going to go, let's see, 8th fret on the A string with your index finger, 10th fret on the B string, and you're going to go. Then you're going to move those fingers to the 8th fret and the 7th fret. And then you're going to go 6 and 5. And then 5 and 3. And then 3 and 1. That's where the picking comes back in. And then up again to 5 and 3. So let me do this again in context. So it's and you repeat that again. Sorry. And then and back into the verse. And that's basically it. That's the gist of Blackbird. And if you know how to play these, if you can get the hang of the shapes, you know, either you have a shape that has 2 frets distance, or it has 1 fret distance. Once you memorize those shapes and you recognize the sound of them, then it shouldn't be a problem to do some of the little tag endings where stuff like that. So that's it. That's Blackbird fingerstyle version, and I'm Nikki, and if you want to check out my music, you can go to nikkioneilband.com. I look forward to your comments and suggestions for new tunes, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks.